Boeing has apologised for the loss of life following two crashes involving Boeing 737 MAX jets and has pledged to learn from the disasters. It comes as the chief executive of Ethiopian Airlines rejected claims made by a US congressman that pilot error was a factor in one of those crashes, which happened shortly after takeoff from Addis Ababa in March. 157 people were killed. Well, our correspondent Theo Leggett is at the Paris Air Show for us now. Theo.
Well, Rita, as you say, the 737 MAX has been dominating talk here on the opening day of the Paris Air Show, one of the biggest gatherings of the aerospace industry in the world. And Boeing has been apologising a great deal. It's been promising to leave no stone unturned in order to make sure that in future the 737 MAX is absolutely safe to fly. Now, that aircraft is generally considered to have crashed because of a failure of a software system, which Boeing is now trying to sort out. But there are influential voices in Washington who also believe that the pilots should bear some of the blame for that crash. And as Simon Browning now reports, that message has gone down very badly in Ethiopia.
Parked and hidden away. 4 Boeing jets not seen since they were confined to this spot at the end of the runway here in Addis Ababa. The 5th jet, the fleet's sister aircraft, was lost in a devastating crash just 6 minutes after taking off back in March. Around the world, the Boeing 737 MAX is now grounded.
This is the village of Hamal-Kuntushur. They were about 125 kilometres south of Addis Ababa. Now, just over my shoulder here, behind that wooden fence, is where Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 came down just about 3 months ago with the loss of 157 lives.
No police or security are here. But with debris still strewn across the area, the investigation into who is responsible for what happened is becoming an international dispute. One leading American politician is one of many voices in the United States blaming the pilots.
The pilots trained in the United States would have successfully been able to handle this situation.
But the boss of Ethiopian Airlines disagrees.
The senator seems to be severely misinformed, or he doesn't have the facts on his hands when he said that. Why on earth have they grounded 380 airplanes all over the world? Simple, right? The fact speaks for itself.
A sense of shock still exists at the airline's huge flight school, where leading pilots strongly defended their colleagues' actions.
I think our pilots have done whatever they could and whatever that was recommended by Boeing as well to save the aircraft, but they couldn't.
But earlier today, Boeing refused to be drawn on who's to blame when they spoke to journalists at the Paris Air Show.
We have 2 active investigations into both these tragic accidents, and ultimately those investigations will assign what the responsibilities and causes of both accidents were. For us, our focus is on what we own.
Boeing says it's been working hard on major changes to the flight control system that the pilots wrestled with before crashing. For now, though, these grounded jets are sealed, covered and going nowhere soon, as the battle over who is to blame intensifies. Simon Browning, BBC News.
A man believed to be